I'm gonna tell you about the best scammer on the internet. This guy scammed me so bad. You would think at this point, the amount of time we've been on the internet, we're unscammable. You could look at a profile and you're like, that's fake. You look at an email, you go, that's a scam. You get a text, you get a call, you're like, fake, catfish, no chance. I know what this is. This guy absolutely fooled me. He got me so bad. This was about a year ago. I was on a budget. I was slowly accumulating this equipment and he scammed me out of my shoes, dude. This guy got me so good and I'm gonna tell you exactly how he did it. So at the time, I was trying to buy cameras on OfferUp and usually you could tell when they're scams. I find this nice Sony a6300 and he's selling it for $750. Reasonable price. Usually the scammers will try to put the price lower. Try to get a quick 200 out of you. So right there you go, oh no, this is priced at the right price. He's an older gentleman. Immediately I'm like, why does this older gentleman have such a nice camera? So I'm like, hey, I would like to buy your Sony a6300. And he's like, absolutely. And I'm like, yeah, $750 sounds good to me. He's like, I got this this camera. My nephew was asking for a DSLR camera because he wants to be a YouTuber and he hasn't used it at all. So I'm just trying to get rid of it, just get a little bit of my money back. And he gives me his Facebook marketplace thing. And he's like, hey, so let's do the transaction on Facebook so you know it's legit. Cool. I'm like, okay, that's good. I get a profile. I go to this guy's profile. This is a nice older white gentleman from South Carolina. He's gonna ship it. He's telling me, he's like, I'm new to online selling, so bear with me. Flawless English. He has his wife in it. He has his nephews in it. He has an entire family. His profile picture, his slide thing, filled with family photos. I'm checking the dates on this thing. His friends, not too many friends. Older guy, why would he have so many friends on Facebook, right? The wife that I see in the pictures, profile. I'm like, okay, cool. Wife, profile, legit profile, pictures of her, multiple pictures with the same kids, same family. Nephew. Oh, this is the nephew. This is the nephew, legit profile, goes to this high school. The high school connects to like where he's going. This family is legit. That kid wanted to be a YouTuber, didn't have the discipline to do it. All good. This is legit. His family tree on Facebook was a family. This man had been scheming for years. He goes, hey, I'm going to go to the post office. I'm going to ship it to you and just sell it to me. I have this guy's phone number and he's like, let's just do it this way off the platform, all good. He goes, I'm at the post office right now. Confirmation, the email's coming to you right now. I see the email and it has like at upstracker.com. Even the email on there is like legit. And I check the tracking information, goes to a link and it has tracking. It has my email address and my name and like a tracking number, and you click the tracking number and it pulls to a page and it's like estimated delivery, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, oh, okay, perfect. He sent it. I'm not trying to scam an old guy. I feel bad. I'm like, I could easily just not send this money right now. And this is coming my way anyway. Exactly. But I'm like, of course. Sends me the Zelle link. I just Zelle it. Cool. I don't even get a notification for spam. Not, you know, something like, oh, this kind of looks like a scam thing. All good. Send him the full price for it. Radio silence, okay? But this is where it gets really interesting. I wait a day or two. I go and click the tracking information. Now the page doesn't exist. And I'm texting him and he's like, no, it's on the way. So I'm like, okay, fine. Like, he's still texting me. We're still having correspondence. His profiles are all still there. Wait a few more days. And I'm like, hold on. This is not on its way. I'm starting to get skeptical. So I start asking him, hey man, did you not send it? And I swear, and I have these texts. He starts apologizing. And he's like, hey dude, I'm really sorry. I'm in a tough spot. I hate doing this to people. There's no camera. Then I get like really pissed. I didn't have money then. This was the money to get the camera that's recording this right now. I start telling him I'm pissed. I'm sitting at my job and I'm like, I'm gonna come after you with the full extent of the law. I'm blowing up this guy's phone about how I'm gonna track him down and I'm gonna get him. And I start giving him my sob story. Like, I worked so hard to save up that money to do this. He calls me and he does not speak good English. I'm like, how are you texting in such good English? Like, he was texting normal and he's a Nigerian guy. And he goes, hey man, profusely apologizing. He's like, I have no other option. I'm trying to go to school in Canada. When I could pay you back, I promise I will. I talked to this guy for 30 minutes about his situation. You really are trying to like get school. And he's like, dude, we have no opportunities here. I'm so sorry. This is my only option to get out of this country. I just want to work for a living. I have no option but to do this to save up money to get to Canada. And this is where it gets good. This is where it gets good. I still text him to this day. I check in on him once a month. And in my phone, I have a contact that is Nigerian who scammed me. And I told him, and I'm going to say this publicly, and I mean this, if you ever make it to Canada and you finish school, and if you ever make it to America, we're working together. And I want that to happen. I'm like, you take that money and you get yourself to Canada and you get your education, because one day I want to meet you. And I want to be like, you took that money and you spent it in the right way. And we still text and check up on each other. And he texts me every once in a while, is everything okay? And we have a good relationship. And it was just a friend that I lended $750 to. And that's how I have to rationalize it to not be extraordinarily bad. He seemed genuine, and I understand he's a scammer. And I understand that maybe his sob story was also fake. But I do hope that he's not in Canada getting schooling yet, as of today. But I'll check on him this month. Yeah. But I want to continue giving this guy opportunities. And this is why. He was so good at scamming. He was so detailed detailed and so capable of scamming. I want that motherfucker on my team. He was so good. He got me so bad. I believed him so well. Anybody that's that competent and that detail oriented, get him on the team. His potential is insane.